wonder if Pastor Fred's going to watch today. He always says he's going to. I don't think he really does. Maybe he'll comment. Who knows? Oh, is this on? Hey, good morning, everybody. How we doing? I had to check and see what day it was. This week is such a blur between us having all of the stupid packages show up from UPS unannounced, and then my wife tells me yesterday we've got this little guy who's our UPS driver. I probably shouldn't call him a little guy because if he ever heard me say that, he'd probably get pissed. But he was like, "Man, I'm sure glad we got that done." And she goes, "Well, my husband says there's about 103 more," and his eyes got huge. He's like, "All at once?" Because we did 125, and now we've got 103 left to come, and we don't know if they're coming today, tomorrow. I don't think they're delivering on Christmas Day or Saturday or anytime between now and New Year's. It's just whatever customs decides to get them checked in, and UPS decides to pick them up is when we're going to get them. So it's exciting to turn our negative into a positive. It's happened several times this last week, and it's something that I think we all can learn from. I went through all 125 boxes and made sure they were all not going to crumble when I stacked them. I have them stacked 7 high in my garage. And no, that 125 is not all, because there were several before then. Let's see. I think we have over 5,000 individual units. There's 22 per case. So let's just say 5,000 divided by 22. 225, 230, somewhere in there is how many cases we probably got in our garage. So we went from having a garage full of a bunch of just shit, because I don't like to throw stuff away. I found a Rubbermaid tote in there that literally had stuff from when I was in junior high and high school in it, and I graduated in 1999. So over 20 years, it's made its trip to North Dakota, Nebraska, Texas, Kansas, several different houses in Kansas. And then when I got to it, my wife's like, "Go through everything and decide what we really need to keep." 90% of the contents got thrown away. So, and we've got literally almost everything personal wise out of that garage, except for tools and a workbench for me to ship out of from Jane, is now in a storage unit that I'm paying for, but actually the business is paying for, because we're leasing our garage space to our business, and it's just shuffling up dollars on paper. But now when you open up our garage door, you don't have a bunch of just random shit there. You've got a stack of boxes there. But what's nice about all this is 2020 has seen Scarlet Arrow go out of stock 3 times. And of those 3 times, the average time to get back into ranking is 10 to 12 weeks. Yeah, that sucks. But once we get back into ranking, we exponentially grow. We just shoot up, and it's crazy because I went from 2 to 2 sales per month, January, February, 25 in March, 135 in April. I don't remember what May was 641. Then June was back down. July was back down because we were waiting for it to come in. Then August was another 5 something, and September was 2,298. Then back out of stock. We've been back out of stock for 10 weeks, and now we're starting to rank again. And lately I've been selling between 4 and 5 items a day now for, I don't know. It's been a while. There's our chart. The gray one is yesterday's. We haven't sold any yet today, but our stuff normally tends to take off in the afternoon. So, and I just started my own PPC. I fired everybody. I just said, forget it. I'm done. I'm done paying people to do this for me. I do have the PPC Ninjas going to do one of mine. I'm kind of use that as a guide for the other 2. But I'm going to control the money. I'm not letting them control my daily budget because I can't afford to let them do it, I don't think. But we'll see maybe I can. I don't know. But I signed up for this new plan with our training group, and I literally every week have a video call with one of the trainers, and I am learning how to do this pay-per-click myself. I'm not subbing it out anymore. And taking control of the reins, understanding the reports, and figuring that out on my own is going to allow me to spend more on advertising and hopefully drive more sales. But not understanding it got me to $55,000 a month. So understanding it, I'm hoping can get me to $100,000 a month. If I sell out everything in Amazon and everything in my garage, next year I will have done $250,000 in sales. It's not profit, that's sales. But everything's paid for. So if I close my doors, take that money, shut the door, turn off the lights, walk away, I'll have $250,000 in my pocket. Of course, I'm not going to do that. Why would I build it to this point and do that? My goal is to turn that money into 13 new SKUs. I've already got 7 on the way. I want to have between 20 and 25 different products by this time next year. If I can do that, then 2022, I should easily be doing over $1 million in sales per year. And at the rate in which our profit is, then I can start investing in other things like land and a warehouse or something for ourselves. And that's the ultimate goal is to grow to that point. I'm pinning in Walmart. I have my second sale on Jane going on the 27th, my third sale on Jane going on the 2nd of January, and 7 new products ship in 3 days from our manufacturer. And there are 100 units of each of the 7 SKUs coming to my house. And then I'll get those being sold on Jane as well. So I've got a lot of things in the works, in the process we're going to get going on. I'm really excited about it. And then that's kind of circle back around as to why I called this turning a negative into a positive. Everything in business, if you're not willing to adapt, if you're not willing to change, it will change. Guaranteed, no matter what the problem is. Someone I had called me and said, I need to know, how did you figure out how much to charge for shipping? I said, it's really easy. I took my product, took it to the post office, and there's a kiosk there with a bunch of free boxes that they supply business owners. I took all the flat rate stuff, took it home, figured out what will hold how many of what product or one of each product, and then whatever that flat rate was is what I was charging for shipping. Because I knew no matter what, that's the max I would have to pay, and I'd break even and not lose on shipping. Now then, if I got creative and figured out other ways to cut that down, then that would just help my bottom line. In telling this person that, I realized in my head, oh shit, I'm selling in 5 days, and there's no way I'm going to get 200 units of these free envelopes from USPS so that I'll be ready to ship these things from Jane like I promised them. My agreement with them is that I will ship within 24 hours of the order hitting me. I will have that in the mail to my customer, to their customer, to our customer. And me being focused and closed-minded to other opportunities just vented to my wife, and Lynette's like, okay, you can get a poly mailer from Amazon 100 at a time for pennies. Why is this a problem? And I'm sitting there going, damn it, she's right. And on these plastic mailers, I can throw my rug in there, fold the bags inside of each other and seal it and tape it, put the sticker on, and I made a bunch of Scarlet Arrow stickers, put that on there. It'll be smaller than the flat rate box, way less than the box or even their envelopes, and it'll mail for cheaper. And so instead of getting a free envelope to mail it in, I'm paying 13 cents to save probably $1 or $2. So many times I get so caught up on spending less money that I don't realize if you just spend a little bit more, you'll actually make more. And that's one of the challenges for business owners is you're faced with a problem. Don't just look for a solution. Now's the time to totally reevaluate your situation, how you got there and how you can get out of there in the future. And literally, I can make a purchase for 100 mailers for $13, 13 cents a piece. It'll be at my front door in no more than 48 hours. So there you go. Anyway, that's what I got for today. It's been a great week. I will be on tomorrow. I will be on Christmas Day. I don't know how, it won't be long. It's just more of a thanks to everybody. I firmly believe if you are not working on your business, your competition is working on theirs, regardless of what day of the week it is. Do take breaks, do take rest, don't work all day. I'm not saying neglect your family on Christmas, bah humbug this, bah humbug that. What I'm saying is after Christmas presents are open, after you've eaten lunch with your family and there's that lull of time, instead of sitting down and watching TV by yourself, open a business book and better your business mind. Do a little bit of research. Go on. I mean, who doesn't sit on Amazon for an hour every once in a while? While you're doing that, just look at your competition's pictures, their wording. See if you need to update yours. See what the people that are doing things better than you are doing, so that you're always changing, always adapting, and at the very least, staying at par with them, if not trying to beat them. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for your time. God loves you, so do I.